Hi, Pop Kids. Sometimes things happen that don't make sense. I hope that you have a safe grown-up you can talk to when you have questions about things that happen to you or someone else, and I'm sure that they'd love to spend time listening to you about whatever you're thinking about. When I was very little, something very sad happened to someone in my family. It didn't make sense to us then, and it still doesn't make sense to me today as an adult. Why did this bad thing happen to someone we loved? I remember my family being very sad, angry, confused, and even scared. And I can also remember during that time, and in the years that followed, many people went out of their way to offer help, love, and support for my family. In fact, whenever my mom tells stories about a neighbor from that time, she almost always mentions how she remembers how grateful she was for the hot dogs the neighbor gave us to make meals a little easier for my family that summer. It might not sound like much, a bunch of hot dogs, but for my family, it meant a lot during a time when things just didn't make much sense. And the support people and the church showed my family helped to make things a little easier when things were very difficult. I still don't understand why that bad thing happened, but I do know that people showed up in ways that helped my family. It reminded us that God hadn't forgotten about us. And that's something I want to encourage you to think about this week, Pop Kids. The church, that's you and me and the people you're sitting with. The church is also called the body of Christ. That's a way of saying when all of us act and love like Jesus together, the world gets to experience the love Jesus has for them and us in amazing ways. It may not seem like much, but when everyone does a little something, it can make a big difference. So this week, be on the lookout for how you can share Jesus' love with others, especially if they're going through a hard time, in big or small ways. I can say from my own experience that you'll be bringing the love of Jesus to others in ways that bring healing to someone who's hurting.